Okay, on this episode of Bashing Black Men for Not Voting Democrat.
Kamau Bell. He's a stand-up comedian, the Emmy Award-winning executive producer of United Shades of America, the author of The Awkward Thoughts of W. Kamau Bell, and Do the Work. Kamau, good to have you on the show. Nice to see you again, my friend. A recent poll from Howard University shows that 21% of black men under 50 who are likely voters are still saying that they will support Donald Trump. But one of the criticisms of Democrats that they have is that they continue to feel taken for granted as black men. Give me your take on this.
Well, first of all, thank God I'm not a black man under 50. So it's the first time I ever thought I'd say that. But but yeah, I think let's be clear: the same toxic masculinity that is weaponizing all men, white men, specifically against each other against the rest of us on the internet, is also affecting black men. Now, there are legitimate reasons to not want to support Kamala Harris. I don't know if there's legitimate reasons for black men to support Trump. I think that is basically misogynoir, as we say. But I think that the idea that we are all vulnerable to the misinformation online, and I think that certainly it is a thing we can speak to. Because my feeling is like you can vote for whoever you want to, but just have the right information.
Now I have a question. How does black men feeling taken for granted by the Democratic Party translate into toxic masculinity and misogynoir? Like, I'm not seeing the obvious correlation between the two. So I guess it's ignore the actual words coming out of our mouth and instead you choose to respond to what you felt like we said instead. Kind of like how they're trying to tell us what's in our best interest as black men. When black men don't benefit from abortion, we don't benefit from illegal immigrants, the LGBT, the war happening in It's Not Real, or Ukraine. So there's really no valid reason for us to support this party. But Kamala Harris's black male voter problem keeps getting worse. And the only thing the Democrats in their shields can think to do is insult, condescend, and lecture black men about how we're sexist for not voting for Kamala. When the truth is, they're the ones being sexist. The minute Joe Biden dropped out of the election and it was announced Kamala would be running instead, the videos and posts addressed to black men telling us that if we didn't support her, it's because we hate strong black women and all that other dumbass shit. When black men didn't care about her race or gender to begin with. We were minding our own business, eating fruit, drinking spring water, and getting sunlight, and here y'all come fucking with us. And when that didn't work, y'all tried to flip it and asked us, why does her gender and skin color matter when it was y'all who brought the bullshit up first? So who's really being the sexist in this situation here? Because it ain't black men. I would rather stand up for myself and be toxic than to be some docile doormat for these people. As if black men need to be herded to the polls like we're animals. And while we're on the topic of toxic masculinity, he needs to start with Kamala's husband, Doug, and all the accusations that are coming out on him, beating women up and getting his nanny pregnant. But I digress. Because as a black man, I already know that if Kamala wins, black women will get the credit. And if she loses, black men, we get the blame. You can't shame black men when we gain nothing by doing your bidding. And if anyone should feel insulted by this, it's black women. Hear me out when I say this. They're essentially saying we have black women in compliance already. But these black men are trying to leave the plantation. I mean, for real, y'all, every group gets to vote for whatever political party they want to, except black people. There's a real fear, a resentment almost, of the very idea that black people, especially black men, would dare to vote for someone other than the Democrats. We talking about toxic masculinity? No, let's talk about toxic stupidity instead.